Batman? Batmans.
Batmans. What did I say? Batman?
No, I said Batmans, and I was like, wait a minute.
Probably Batman, I guess.
Batman. Yeah.
Rated E for everything. Hey, what's up, everybody? You're back with Rated E for everything.
The podcast where we talk a little bit about a lot. I almost messed that up this time.
It's okay. At least it's not me, though. E is for everything. Get out of here, dude. What are you doing?
Rookie mistake.
Fool. Today, everybody, we're going to be talking about our shared interest.
Funko Pops.
So
we're super nerds. Super nerds.
I don't even care what people think. I love it so much.
Me too. It makes me happy.
You know what? The way that I justify it to myself is like I could be doing heroin.
Right, exactly. I've literally said that sentence. Like I could be spending money on meth.
Crack or meth. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, it could be worse.
You know what? Pops. It's fine.
Funko Pops.
So today for our Cami game, we are going to be doing it on Pops that we have.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Do we want to say like the whole name or just like you know what I mean? Like
let's just see and then go.
Just see how it goes.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Captain
Red
America.
Death. Ooh. So I said Red Death, which is a Batman pop, and Carl said Captain America. Okay. 3.
Ready?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Merciless.
Iron Man.
Oh. See, and I was thinking
Blue
like
Batman.
Yeah, and also because it's like Wonder Woman, and Wonder Woman is kind of like Captain America and that.
Yeah. Okay, so you went Merciless. I said Iron Man.
Well, we could just do the real obvious one and just take it away.
What? The real I think I know. Okay, maybe I got it. I might.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Batman.
Rescue. Oh. Damn it! I thought like Blue Iron Man.
I know, and I was thinking like
just like base,
like
just Batman.
Yeah, Batman plus Iron Man's rich. They have similar qualities.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Okay, so
I thought this would be a layup for us, to be fair. So
okay.
Batman and Rescue.
Batman and Rescue. Okay, I have one. I think I have one.
All right, I have one too. I think.
3, 2, 1.
Black
Robin.
Widow.
Nope. I said Robin, like the sidekick.
Yeah, and I said Black Widow because like she's got the stealth skills of Batman, but she's a girl like Rescue.
Oh, see, I was thinking like Batman's Rescue.
Oh.
You know. Well, we didn't get there.
Isn't there one more?
Wait, was that wasn't 4?
Well, it was Captain America and then Merciless, and then Batman and then Black Widow. So that is 4.
That's 4.
And I don't know how to count. So.
All right, we didn't get that one. That was tough though.
That's okay.
All right.
Okay.
So, Carl, can you explain to the lovely listeners what is a Funko Pop?
So, a Funko Pop is basically like this figurine. It's kind of like a statue, I guess I would describe it, right? Or like a bobblehead.
I would go action figure.
Action figure. Okay. They're about 3 inches tall. Not 3 inches. Maybe bigger than that. 3 I think is the standard size for a normal one.
Yeah.
And so, basically, they come out in all sorts of different fandoms and stuff like that. There's ones for anime or Star Wars or TV shows. They pretty much make Funkos of everything.
Yeah.
And so honestly, you could get them for anyone and they would probably be like, oh, that's really cool because this is something I'm into and I like that a lot. So it's sort of a good all-around gift for people, but people also collect them religiously.
Yeah. It's addicting.
It really is. I love it a lot, and I know you do too, so.
Absolutely.
That's why I figured, why not? Let's get into it.
Yeah. So this won't exactly be a Q&A, but I think we'll just ask questions, just talk, and, let you guys know why we like it so much, I guess.
So what got you started?
My very first pop came in a Loot Crate.
Nice.
So Loot Crate, if you don't know, is just a monthly subscription box that comes with pop culture nerdy things. And I got my first pop. It was Black Widow from, I want to say,
probably Age of Ultron, I'm assuming.
Yeah, but I honestly don't think it says. I think it just says like Marvel's Black Widow.
Oh, cool. Okay.
That was my very first one, and I was like, wow, this is cool. I like it. And then I saw him at the store, and I was like, oh, that one's cool too. And then it just grew forever.
It just spiraled.
Yeah. What was your first one?
So I sort of got started when my ex-girlfriend said that we should start collecting them as a group, and I was like, or like together, and I was like, yeah, that could be cool. Like, I've seen them around a lot, and like, why not? You know what I mean? So I think I was in a Michael's with my mom.
Oh, Michael's was the first store you saw it in?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, like that I saw one that I wanted, I guess.
Yeah.
I had seen them before, but I never really thought much of it. And so I bought Doctor Strange that day.
Wow.
And then I bought...
Was it like movie Doctor Strange?
Yeah. And then I bought 423 more, and that's where we're at right now.
All right, let's get into that. So Carl's got over 400.
Yeah.
I was going pretty steady getting them, and then I moved and I ran out of space. So I slowed down for like the last 6-7 months.
6 months, yeah.
I haven't bought any. So, well, I bought like 3. So I slowed down a bunch. I'm at just under 300.
That's close. I have a decent amount of space in my room.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of different shelving units, and I've actually moved, like I've moved my room around several times.
For the Pops.
To make space for them. At one point I just had a pile of like old containers and stuff in my room, and I took them all out. This is actually over the summer, I think, and moved in a whole new shelving unit from the adjacent bedroom. Like, that was my project for that day.
I'm telling you, this is a literal addiction. Like, we change our lives for this thing.
I have to account for how much money I put in my wallet to section off a certain amount for Pops in case I see one that I really want at the store if I happen to be in one. I'm not kidding. This happens.
So, how much do you think your collection is worth about?
Currently looking at my app, it says $4,910, so close to $5,000.
4.9. Holy crap. Well, now I feel like pathetic.
Why?
Mine's only at 3,169.
Yeah, but think about that in that you only have half the amount of mine.
Yeah, so I guess I'm okay.
I think you have more expensive ones because
I have a lot of exclusives.
Yeah, because the one that I have that is worth the most money is one of the ones that it's worth $50. It's that so I subscribe to a thing on Amazon called Collector Core. It's for Marvel. Basically, they'll send you. It's similar to Loot Crate in that you get a bunch of stuff, except it's just for Marvel, and it's based more around pop figurines. So I subscribed to that when Endgame came out, and the theme of that month was Avengers Endgame, and I got Captain America with the shield and holding Mjolnir. Mm-hmm. And for a while there, that was worth like...
That's Thor's hammer, in case you don't know.
Oh, yeah. And it was worth like $100 for a while, but now it's only worth like $50.
Yeah, so
whatever. But
my highest one at one point, it was 112, and it came back down almost half price. It's at 55 now, and it's actually Rex from Toy Story.
I think I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, my best friend Anthony actually got that one just like on a whim. He was in Colorado, and I was like, oh, she'll like this one. It's cute, and it's actually my most valuable Pop.
That's awesome.
My MVP, if you will.
Oh, that was terrible.
Yep, you're welcome.
Some other ones that you would think I wouldn't be exclusives, or like not exclusives, but like relatively expensive. The TV show Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has Daisy Johnson, one of the main characters, just like a common Pop that they were selling for a while, but is worth like $41, I think.
Yeah, so Carl, actually, I think you had a duplicate of this,
and I gave it to you.
You gave me one, so I have that one, and it got super valuable.
I don't know how that happened. Another random one. When Guardians of the Galaxy 2 came out, they released a new wave for the movie, and it's just like a common one that was getting sold of Gamora holding like a rocket launcher or something, and it's worth like $37.
Is that from Volume 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that one too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man, you and I right here.
My one that's actually more than that is Alfredo Linguini from Ratatouille.
Okay.
Just random. I just picked it up because it was cute.
Interesting.
So the way we're telling the prices right now, there's this thing online called Pop Price Guide, which tells you, it's kind of like honestly like stock.
Yeah, it is.
And the stocks go up or down every day just depending on how popular or rare these Pops are. And so we have apps, or I'm on the website where it just kind of tells you how much you can sell these things for at the time, which it sounds so nerdy.
I don't even care. Like, honestly, it's awesome to me.
I love it so much. So if you're not into this episode, just do it. Listen for me. Like this means a lot to me.
Like I've invested clearly a significant amount of time and money into this. So
Yeah.
just listen, please.
Take one for the team.
Yeah.
We love it.
Yeah. Oh man, I forgot what I was gonna say now. Yeah, there are some that I wouldn't expect. Oh, so to go, Chanel uses the Pop Price Guide, and I was using that for a while as well. Like the majority of my collection is recorded on there, but the Funko came out with like an app, so I use that app, which I think pulls prices from Pop Price Guide.
Yeah,
they might be a little off. Like some days, I think it's like maybe $1 or $2 off. Like I think Pop Price Guide is actually a little more accurate. Yeah, but this is just more convenient for me. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather just have an app.
I have the app too, but one, you have to re-enter all of them manually, and that seemed like a pain in the butt to me. And two, it's kind of like dodgy where sometimes they don't have it.
Yeah.
So I just stuck with the website.
Is it weird to me that when I input all my things into here, I actually really enjoyed that time that I spent doing that?
Oh, that's kind of nice though.
Yeah.
I was doing it at work.
What?
So
unbelievable, Chanel. Not doing work? How could you?
And I was trying to do it from memory too, which was...
Oh, that's tough.
It was a terrible idea.
Honestly, I mean, that's not... It's like, how well do you know yourself and your collection? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was kind of a test. Ooh, it was kind of a test. All right. So, what are the biggest categories of pops that you collect?
Marvel for sure is the toppest.
The toppest, the mostest toppest.
I think if I like filtered through this right now, like probably close to 200 of my pops are Marvel. Right, so I was just doing the math, and I think a rough estimate of how many Marvel pops I have is about 122.
So
1/4 of my collection.
What else do you have?
Star Wars is a big one. Definitely going to be big now as they come out with more things, because I think they're releasing a lot of newer stuff for Star Wars. A lot of the Star Wars pops are kind of lame, to be honest. Like some of them, you have to really like. Some of them are really cool, but a lot of them are also just like, wow, that's
very
subpar.
Generic.
Yeah.
I know. I started collecting Star Wars for a while, and I just fell out of it. I was like, these are lame. They're not worth anything. I can find these anywhere. No one cares if I have these. I don't care if I have them.
Damn.
I was like, I like Star Wars, but as we said before, I'm not nearly as into it as I am other things.
Yeah.
So getting them was kind of just like, wow, I'll never complete any of these one collections, so I'm done.
That's true. Star Wars is a big one. DC is too. I have a lot of DC ones, especially with so last year it was Marvel's 80th anniversary in 2019, and also the 80th anniversary of Batman.
Crazy how that happens.
Yeah, that's odd, isn't it? So they came out with 80th anniversary Batman pops.
My favorite. Yeah, all of them are amazing.
They're so cool, which basically entail like very specific different types of Batman from the movies. So like George Clooney's Batman, Michael Keaton's Batman, like the first appearance of Batman. Some other specific ones from the comics of like cool different versions of him, and they all come in a really sick black and gold box.
It's so pretty. And
traditionally Funkos come in
white and black.
Yeah.
So those are fun.
Yeah.
I love those so much.
And then I have sort of a video game section that I don't really collect in anymore, because I think I've gotten all that I could out of that as of right now anyway.
That's like your Assassin's Creed. And
yeah, it's a lot of like miscellaneous ones. I have a bunch from Call of Duty. I have a couple from... It's mostly Assassin's Creed. I have a Halo one, some from Fallout, some from like Skyrim and stuff like that. But none of those are ones that I'm like super in love with. But also none of them I could ever bear to part with. So that's
so hard.
Where I'm at.
I sold a couple because I was trying to move out, and just getting rid of a few, I was like, this hurts my soul.
Yeah, right.
I am sad.
And then TV shows / movies. So I have some anime ones. I have a lot from My Hero Academia. That's a good show.
I still need to watch
Plugging that right now. My Hero Academia is where it's at. If you like superhero stuff, My Hero Academia is cool. It's a lot of cool superpowers. And I have the pops are neat too. So I'm trying to get all those, at least a lot of them that I like anyway, because I feel like I should have them. And then Lord of the Rings. So that cool. And then I have all the Power Rangers, like the original anyway. That's a cool collection.
I never got that. I think I have 3 of them.
Yeah. Even some like miscellaneous ones. I actually just recently got the not recently, in October. I topped it off with the Green Ranger, which was one I was looking for
So
forever.
hard to find.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
What about you?
So I think that I want to say my biggest one is DC.
Yeah, that sounds right for you. I know you like that more than Marvel.
Yeah. Well, okay. Let's talk about that. I like DC comic books.
Yeah, they're better. They're superior.
Yeah,
so.
more than Marvel comic books, but I most definitely prefer the MCU over DCEU.
Because the DCEU is in disarray, so let's just not even go there.
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk about it.
That's a whole podcast on its own, like why they messed up so bad. So DC, I think it's going to be a close tie, but I think that's my biggest.
But it's a close tie between that and what?
Marvel and Disney.
Yeah, you have a lot of Disney ones.
So those three are probably pretty dang close. I've never actually gone in and like counted how much of each, which I should do.
I think it actually does it for you. I think so on the Pop Price Guide website.
I have the category.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think it breaks it down for you by category. Does it not give you a number?
No number.
Do better. Like,
yeah,
improve your
on.
website.
Come on. All right, so I have a lot of like animated TV. Like I have a lot of the Nickelodeon, like Cat Dog and Rocco and Angry Beavers, like the old school Nickelodeon ones. I like those. I have stuff like Tim Burton stuff. Like I have Nightmare Before Christmas and Coraline, which is not technically Tim Burton, but
I mean it's there. So
yeah, it's like the same thing.
I would count it.
I have a bunch of Disney. My next, I have a ton of Harry Potter Pops and Fantastic Beasts. There's a bunch of those. Honestly, mine are probably pretty evenly split.
Really?
I have Pokemon.
I think my collection is definitely growing in the DC category. Like
yeah,
I definitely have
especially
gotten
with the Batmans.
A lot more, yeah. Like that's taking up a lot of space.
I have a bunch from movies. I also have Lord of the Rings. I have one from Ash vs. the Evil Dead. I have most of the ones from Space Jam.
That's really I feel like I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I have those. I have a ton from Star Wars.
But you're trying to get rid of, actually, aren't you?
Yeah, I was trying to sell them. And then I have a bunch from TV shows. So I have some of the Power Rangers, Carmen Sandiego. Oh, a lot of the Stranger Things ones, actually. Like a lot of those.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the new preview for the new season?
I did. Yes, I did. I have a lot of New Girl ones. Not a lot. I have like 4 from New Girl.
Nice. So you have all the characters?
Yeah. Yeah, basically. Yeah, so...
So clearly, for those of you who don't know a lot about this, there's literally something for everybody. There's
everything.
Sports players, like
there's presidents, there's historic
athletes,
figures,
yeah, historical figures,
movie stars,
directors, writers, famous scientists. Albert Einstein, Bill Nye has several Pops. Just for the record, that's out there.
Conan O'Brien has so many.
Yeah,
I don't know why he's so popular with Pop, but he's in everything. There's Conan Batman and stuff. Like what?
It's interesting. I'm trying to think of other random stuff. Oh, Pops for mascots. Now I would get it if for like they have them for Major League Baseball teams. They have them for NHL teams. But then they also have them for college football teams.
Like the Big Ten?
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, they have TV shows, movies, video games.
They have Cheers. Like, isn't that crazy? Cheers?
Yeah.
Like
anything you could think of. Like, there's like Marlon Brando all the way up to like My Little Pony. Like,
yeah,
it's,
for real.
it's such a
what a spectrum right there.
Why is that the things that I went with?
Christmas Pops.
Yeah.
Like
holiday theme. Mm-hmm.
All kinds of stuff. To hit on the video games, Overwatch does a lot of Pop stuff.
Yeah.
And that's a big market for sure too. I don't have a lot of Overwatch Pops. I
don't have a lot of video game Pops. Like, really? I have a couple from Kingdom Hearts, but
well, those are cool too because again, like he changes the main character. I don't know his name.
Sora.
Yeah. He gets like different like skins or something, I think, right? Or
it's like whatever world he's in.
He changes.
So Kingdom Hearts is like a mix between anime and Disney. And whatever world in Disney he goes to, he kind of looks like that animation.
That's cool.
It's fun.
I'm actually looking through my list, and I'm realizing in 2018, Funko came out with like a small series of the Clone Wars Pops. So from Star Wars,
I've seen some of the ones you have.
So it's Anakin, Obi-Wan, Ahsoka, and Yoda. And those are like the 4 main ones. They all came out in the series. And I got them all like together because I was like, I'm gonna get them all, so why not just get them all together? And I got them for Christmas, and they're all worth like $25.
For real?
Yeah.
Watch those. Those are gonna go up because of this new episode.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I guess it makes sense. I got them off Amazon, and my mom got them for me for Christmas. Santa, sorry.
MVP.
Santa got them for me for Christmas.
Well, he's cool too, but
yeah,
your mom's the MVP of Pops,
for
really.
real.
She's the best.
But I guess I've never seen them in stores. If I think about it, is that weird? Like, when I think about those Pops that I have, I love the Clone Wars so much.
They just appeared. Like,
yeah.
your mom just made them, actually.
And I think they don't offer the deal anymore on Amazon, so I think they're each like, a Pop is gonna run you normally between I'm really good with the words, between $10 to $15 depending on if it's an exclusive, and I think each of these are selling on the higher end of that. So like, if you're gonna get them on Amazon, they're like $18.99 or something. And
oh dang!
And I think she was able to get the whole thing for like $40.
She just bought them at the right time.
Yeah,
then.
exactly. Because she got them, I think, like right when they came out, which is
prime time.
Yeah, exactly.
Very nice. Yeah, your mom is the best Pop collector. Honestly, it's not us. It's her. She finds all of them. She's bought me probably a third of my collection, honestly. Between the two of you.
Yeah.
Like, you guys knocked out a good portion of mine.
Hey, so Chanel and I pretty much started collecting around the same time.
Yeah.
And we've stuck together through it ever since.
Literally.
Meaning, if I'm in a store, I'll literally call or text her and be like, do you have this one? Do you need it? And sometimes she's like, yeah, for sure. And then I'm like, I got you, fam. And then next time I see her, I'm like, bro, look at this. And I just like lay like four pops at her feet.
Yes, it's amazing. And then like, no matter what's happening, I don't care. Like, if I'm at work or doing something very important, I'm like, wait, Carl texted me. There's a picture. It's gonna be a Pop. Like, yeah. I need to look at this. Hold on. Just wait.
Like, I think I was at the store with my dad one time, and Chanel's a big fan of Moon Knight.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
And they had a Moon Knight, like a comic accurate Moon Knight that was a Walgreens exclusive, and there was only one there. And I felt so bad because I got it like for myself.
You have to though.
Yeah, and I was like, if there was another one here, I would totally get it for you. And I remember I texted her the picture, and I was like, I'm really sorry they didn't have another one.
Just like cracked heart emoji.
Yeah. Hey, but you know what?
You needed to get it.
Yeah.
I'm glad one of us had it.
But you have it now.
I got it.
Where'd you get it, Chanel?
Was it
way down in Kokomo?
Jeez. Yeah. Besides the rest of Kokomo, the pop trip was awesome.
On it.
I got really cool Pops. And I think we posted that video on our Instagram, so check it out. There's some really cool ones.
There's a picture on our Facebook and Instagram of like all the things we got. One of my favorite ones that I got when we were there actually is my Red Hood Pop.
Oh yeah.
I always run scenarios through my head if I had to pick like 3 from each category that I would keep. And I had to sell them all. Like, someone was like, I'm taking all these.
It hurts.
Pick some that you're going to keep. Like, he's one of them that I would keep. And I've wanted that Pop. That came out. It was a convention exclusive for San Diego Comic-Con in 2018. And I remember seeing it because I follow a bunch of Funkos like accounts on Instagram naturally and Facebook, of course. And I remember seeing it get released and being like, man, that's a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Never going to get that. Mm-hmm. And then seeing it at the place in Kokomo was like a dream come true, and for relatively cheap at that, because a lot of the ones that are Comic-Con exclusives sell for way more, like super amounts of money,
$50 to $300. Like, it's crazy.
And this one was like $25, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to cop that.
Oh my god, Kokomo, the toy store, awesome. Just leave right after that though.
Just get in your car and just drive back.
Yeah. I got a really cool Deathstroke from there. I think you have that one. It's the PX one.
Yeah, the previews exclusive.
Yeah.
So to go in depth, I guess a little bit and explain how the things work. So a lot of Funko Pops that just get released are just commons. So that means if you go to your general store like Target Walmart, Hot Topic, GameStop, they're gonna sell them there, and they're gonna be your run of the mill like $10, or if they've been out for a while like $8 or $5 depending.
It just means they make a lot and you can find them basically anywhere,
and they're not worth a lot of money, but they all run in like relatively large sets, so if you get them all, it's probably worth something. But a lot of them are exclusive, so that means you can only get them in certain stores or during certain times. So, for example, GameStop will have exclusives, or Hot Topic will have exclusives.
Barnes and Noble.
Oh yeah, Barnes and
They
Noble.
have really good ones.
Really?
Yeah, I love their exclusives. They're always super fun.
I think that my favorite exclusives have been Hot Topic. I feel like they're always on it.
There's some good ones coming out of there too.
Chanel actually got me one of my favorite pops from Hot Topic.
The Magician, the Dark Magician.
Yeah, so as a kid, I was really big into Yu-Gi-Oh! And I remember telling her, like, I don't want to collect all the Yu-Gi-Oh! Collection because that's too much, because they're going to come out with every character for every card that ever existed and all the characters, and that's too much for me. But I remember showing her that it's the Dark Magician. He's a character. He's like the main character's like the card that he uses all the time. It's like basically his sidekick, you know what I mean? And I remember always like loving that because he's just badass, you know what I mean? And I showed Chanel and I was like, yeah, it comes out this Thursday. Like, I hope I'm able to get over there and get it at some point. And I'm at work over the summer and I'm just sitting there like making a craft for the kids, like before the kids were coming in to the room we were in. They were in another room and Chanel walks in and she's like, hey man. And I'm like, what's up? And
I said, do you know what day it is? And he's like, Thursday? I don't know. And I was like, it is Thursday, Carl. Just handed him his pop that he's been wanting.
I freaked out. You honestly made my day that day. It was amazing.
Good. I had a day off and I was literally doing nothing. And I don't really care about Yu-Gi-Oh! It's cool and I had the cards, but like I'm just not super into it.
You either like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! Like I like both, but I definitely preferred Yu-Gi-Oh!
Right.
Like you preferred Pokemon.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't hate you for it. I do hate you for it.
I know. It's okay. I get that you don't like Pokemon. You're the worst.
I don't dislike Pokemon.
You hate Pokemon. It's fine. I get it.
All right. You know what?
So I took my day off and I was like, I'm going to go get Carl Pop. And I got him that. And I don't even think I got any that day. I was just like, I'm going to go on an adventure for Carl. So that was a fun time.
I really appreciate you for that.
I appreciate you all the time, dude.
I think one of the most recent times we were actually Christmas shopping. And I happened to buy, like I had told my mom one that I wanted and it had come out like the Friday, but we were at the mall on a Saturday and it had come out that Friday. It was a Hot Topic exclusive, one of the Batman ones from the 80 years. And we were standing up at the top of the thing and I went to go down and look at it and I like saw it in there and I was like, So I went back to Chanel and my mom, wherever they were posted up, and I was like, hey, do you have this one, Chanel? And she was like, nah. And I was like, bet. She was like, don't do this. And I was like,
no, because they're expensive,
and I was like, it's too late. Well, and so then I just got it for her that day and I was just like, here you go.
It's like one of my favorites though.
Is it really?
Yeah, for real. So there's also there's something called Chase Pops, which are ones that are made differently than all the other common ones. So that maybe a color is different, maybe they're in a different pose, but there are very few made of those, and if you get one, it's just random. Like you can't go look for a Chase Pop.
You sort of just happen upon it.
Yeah, they just show up.
To be honest, I don't have that many chases, and when I look at ones that I could potentially want of chases, like they don't intrigue me so much. Does that make sense? Like I'm not that into it. I like look at it and I'm like, meh.
I think that's because you're not selling them.
Maybe.
I think Chase exclusives, a lot of people like because they're so valuable.
Yeah.
Where we just like the ones we like.
And I think that's a lot. People have said to me before that that's something that they like about the way that you and I collect, is that we don't just collect them to collect every single one that's in existence and just get them all. We collect the ones that we like. Yeah. It's like cool ones. That's why for me, it's not about completing a collection or about doing any of that stuff. It's about like,
I love this. I want it.
Yeah. I like this one so much that I want to buy it right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I still am debating if I need to sell them because I don't have the room and I need to be an adult, but I love them, so I don't think I'm going to sell them. I don't know.
But you could definitely sell your Star Wars ones, though, if you don't want those.
Yeah, I'll probably do that. It still hurts to think about, but like, I'm not buying these to see how much I can make off of them. I'm buying them because I smile when I see them. Like, they make me happy.
Exactly. I honestly, like, words can't describe it. I think that one of my... I don't know. My friends even like them. Like, they don't collect them, but they think that me collecting them is cool.
Yeah, like when people come see your collection, they're like, holy crap. Like, holy crap, number one, you're crazy for having this many. And two, like, wow, these are pretty cool. Like, everyone can find one that they like.
They like, exactly. Which I think is, again, goes back to how they are, like, there's something for everybody.
They're just cute.
Yeah.
Even if you don't like collecting anything, they're just cute to look at. All right, so I'm going to be evil here. Okay. Give me your number one all-time favorite pop.
That's a hard one. I was actually thinking about that for a while. it's gonna be an Iron Man pop. Like that's a given. I think that should already be stressed. But I narrow it down to 3 in my mind, and I have a hard time picking between those 3. So the first one came out late last year. It's called the Module 39 Iron Man armor. It's a AAA anime exclusive. Had to get that off of, I don't remember where I got it. Chanel has that one too, actually. And it's really cool. It glows in the dark. It's Iron Man's suit is basically like silver and black, and like there's blue sort of energies like in his suit that you can see visibly that I think is like really cool.
I was trying to think of a way to like describe it to people that don't care about these or don't know.
Yeah.
And I can't think, like, it's just so cool. It's one of a kind.
Yeah, it is. So that one's really neat, and that sort of has a special place for me because I had the action figure as a kid.
Oh, cool.
And so I like that one a lot. And then the other one that I'm coming back to is a box lunch exclusive when Endgame came out of Iron Man in his like last suit of armor that he ever had on, like a little more comic accurate with the gold and the red. And I remember the day that came in the mail, I remember
the day you got that.
Yeah, because you were at my house.
Yeah.
It was sitting on the front porch, and my mom pulled in the driveway, and I sprinted to the front porch, sprinted back inside. We were like about to sit down to eat lunch or something, but I had to open it first. Like I was so excited. And that one's so amazing, and that has so like such good memories behind it of Endgame, and also bad memories of Endgame. Sad.
I'm not over it.
No, I don't think I'll ever be over it, to be honest with you.
It hurts. It hurts still.
And then the other one that I really like was one that you got me actually, which is the from Infinity War. It's Iron Man glow in the dark, not glow in the dark, light up.
The light up one.
So you can click on the side of the base that the Funko comes on, and they light up. Like he lights up. He's basically, it's him standing on a mound of rubble, pointing like a cannon towards the front of the protector of the box. And when you click on the side, it lights up, and I love that one a lot.
And his arc reactor lights up,
and so does his arc reactor. Honestly, I think it's going to be that one.
Really?
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Me so
because
happy.
I just, like, the other two are so cool, and I love those ones so much. Like, so much. Words can't describe it. But how the light up ones that light up, like you press it and they actually light up, are so rare and uncommon.
There's not many. That was the first one I ever saw that did that.
Yeah,
so I was
same,
like,
actually.
need to have. So I was actually with my mom at like a Walgreens, and I got that one, and it was the only one. And I was like, Carl needs this.
Yeah.
But I need this.
Yeah.
So I went out to a different Walgreens and found another, and it was the only one there. And I called your mom, and I was like, I need to see Carl.
I remember she sent me a picture of this, and she was like, isn't this cool? And I was like, oh yeah. I was like, that's so sick. Like, did they have another one? And you were like, no. And I was like,
womp.
Damn.
My heart. And then I found one, and it was great.
Yeah.
Now it's your favorite. That's
I
so
know,
fun.
It is.
Woo.
One of my friends actually really blue balled me one time.
Oh no.
He was in a Walgreens, and Walgreens had come out with a Anakin Skywalker exclusive.
The yellow one?
Yeah, so he has like yellow eyes, pretty much. One of my favorite ones because I love Revenge of the Sith. That's one of my favorite. That is my favorite Star Wars movie. Sorry, I'm a prequel fan. It's just
bold statement.
It's just the time I was born in, and just the Obi-Wan and Anakin fight scene.
Fights you.
I'm
They
telling
fights
you,
me.
I don't know what's happening today. It just hits you right in the feels, and that was like the time I was growing up. I love that era in Star Wars, so I needed this pop, and so I hadn't been checking my phone, and my friend was going to Red Lobster, but he had to wait. And there was a Walgreens next door, and he goes in and he's like, hey, there's this Anakin one here. Like, do you have that one? Do you need it? And I like texted him like an hour later because I was busy, and I was like,
please,
yes, I need that. And he's like, bro, I'm home.
Like, I left already.
And I was like,
where were you? I need to go now.
Like, why did you do this? So then my mom and I eventually tracked it down, and I remember like getting that one. I was so elated because, again, like the pop is sick looking. Like, that's something that's uncommon that you have. Like Chanel was talking about how it's a lot of like generic poses of the Star Wars figures, but this one is like different. Like,
this one's so cool. I remember seeing this on your shelf and being like, holy crap, that's amazing.
It's
You're like, let me tell you.
Yeah, exactly. I collect a lot of the prequel ones. So like a lot of the ones that I collect that are Star Wars are mostly exclusives because the common ones wind up, like Chanel said, looking like shit.
Yeah, they're
pretty
just
much
so plain.
Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is. So that's why a lot of the new ones that they're releasing now are cool, that are commons. Like the entire Mandalorian series of pops are gnarly.
I saw one at Bam bookstore.
Yeah.
There's like the new silver armor.
Oh yeah.
That one's really cool.
I actually pre-ordered so it's that same silver armor Mandalorian one, but it's metallic, and it's an Amazon
Ooh.
exclusive.
Dang.
And I'm mega pissed because it was supposed to come out at the end of March, and I live my life by looking at positive things that are coming to me in my future in order to get through the school week. And it got pushed back to June, so that's just late. You want to know why it got pushed back? Coronavirus.
Oh yeah.
I shit you not. Like that has
That
actually
makes sense.
It has to do with the trading. So, what about you? What is the one pop that you would take with you?
I was trying to think when I asked you, because I asked you the question and I was like, crap, I don't know mine. Like, that's so hard.
I'm assuming it's going to be a Batman one.
So, well, do you know me or what? It's actually, it's kind of a Batman one. My favorite one is, if I had to pick a favorite,
Of course.
it would be the Killing Joke Joker, where his face is torn off and reattached.
Oh, that one is sweet.
I have
actually.
2 of them because I'm so, like,
Do you really?
That's my favorite comic ever.
The one of him with the hammer in his hand.
Yeah.
I want that one so bad, and
I have 2 if you want one. I guess I'll give it to you.
No, I can't do that for you.
I have 2. What am I going to do with 2?
I'll pay you for it.
No, it's yours. As of right now, it's yours.
Are you sure?
It's yours.
I'm gonna cry.
As of right now, you own that pop too, and that's my favorite one. It's my favorite comic. It's
just such a badass version of Joker.
It is, and it's kind of like a really like twisted, ironic thing because it's like this kid's toy, but it's so like grotesque.
It is, yeah. It's really like it's cool to look at, but at the same time, it's like wow, like his face is torn off. That's neat.
Yeah, and it's like held on by a buckle. It's pretty gross,
yeah.
but that's it. It's got to be that. I guess it's that one for sure. But my next 2 ones, from one of my other favorite like versions of the Batman world, there's a Martha Wayne Joker.
Oh yeah, that one's worth a lot, isn't it too? Right?
It used to be. It's not anymore.
That's so. I don't get that.
Yeah.
It literally is like stocks.
Yeah.
Like it's just like you said.
So there's this version of Batman where the Flash accidentally like angry runs too fast and changes the timeline. Changes the timeline, and it's where Thomas and Martha Wayne are in the alley with their son Bruce, but instead of them getting shot, their son Bruce dies. And it's about how the dad turns into like this very dark, evil, massacring Batman, and the mom,
which is very cool.
Yeah, and the mom goes insane and turns into the Joker. And I have both of those pops, and I really love them.
Oh yeah, you have the
Thomas Wayne Batman.
Yeah, that one's cool. Top notch. I thought that you would maybe say the Entertainment Earth exclusive of the white Batman with the Joker stuff on it.
I do like that one, but it's not as
cool as the other ones. Yeah, that's fair.
And then my other one, I'd have to say, is my Stan Lee that your mom got us, the custom Stan Lee with the gauntlet.
Yeah, that one's nice. I have that one sitting on my next to my TV.
I brought that one to work.
I took it out of the box and everything. It's cool looking. Like, I don't even care that it's not a real one. You know what I mean?
Stan Lee has a close place in my heart. Like, he takes up like a big section of my heart. I have a couple Stan Lee ones, but that one means a lot because it's the culmination of the
Marvel,
movie version
yeah.
of the things he created, and that's really awesome. I have another one that my aunt got that he's in like a superhero suit.
That one's cute.
It's so fitting. He is a superhero.
Do you have the one of him in? I think you have the one of him in the uniform when he was like a
the security guard one. Yeah, I have that one, and then I have one of him in like a space helmet from Guardians.
Oh yeah, I remember when that one came out too. Do you got that one too?
Yeah,
nice.
And then I have the one, the other Guardians one where he's wearing like glasses.
The glasses.
Yeah. So
I like the. Did you see? So, over the weekend on Friday and Saturday there was New York Toy Convention.
Oh yeah.
And they basically released like a bunch of new pops, not like there, but like that are going to be coming out in like the next couple months and stuff. Did you see the one from Thor Ragnarok of Stan Lee? It's him and like how
yes, I did. Where he's like hanging out with the game master. What is he called?
Yeah, the Grandmaster.
Yeah,
where it's like when Stan Lee cuts his hair, like he's got the contraption on his hand and stuff.
Yes,
that one looks cool. I like that one a lot.
I did see that this week.
Yeah,
those are my favorite.
Stan Lee those ones are cool. I have the Patino one. So patina is like a finish where it's like almost a bronzy kind of look.
Okay, yeah, I know. Like where it's like fading.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And one of my friends got me like Stanley in that finish for my birthday actually this year.
I've seen that. I've seen that one before. It's like almost like a bluish gray.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That one's cool.
Very cool.
What is your favorite Harry Potter one?
That's tough. I have a bunch.
Yeah. If you had to pick one.
Let me take a look because that's a tough.
While Chanel's looking for that, let me just say there's nothing more satisfying than finding a pop that you've been looking for a long time and getting it for a like reasonable price and just adding that to your collection. Like there's nothing more satisfying than being able to do that. It's like as if you had almost given up hope for a while and finding it and then you do, and it's just such a good feeling to be able to have that.
Yeah, it's rewarding. There was one time I literally waited outside a GameStop for 2 hours for a pop, and it was so worth it.
You were the only one who got that, right?
Yep.
Like they only had the one in the store.
Yeah, and I was the first one there by like a few steps. So that was awesome. That was a really rewarding day.
I could say the most like one of them anyway is I was looking for one of the new Mandalorian pops that was a GameStop exclusive, and like a fool I had forgotten to pre-order it. And when I went to go like order it online after it had actually come out, it was done selling, so I couldn't order it anymore online. So I literally looked at one GameStop near my house, and then my mom, and it wasn't there. And the people there were really shitty to me. Like when I walked in,
yeah, you told me this.
I looked at the shelves and they weren't there, so I figured, oh, maybe they're in a different spot, or maybe they have one in the back. And I walked up to the lady at the counter, and I was like, hey, and she's like, and I was like, great, this is just gonna
Sweet.
go. This is gonna go awesome. And so I was like, do you guys have the Funko Mandalorian exclusive? And she was like, and she didn't even get a word out. And there was a lady walking into the back, and she goes, no, yeah, sorry, we don't have that one. And then no further explanation, and just walked into the back. And the lady who was helping me looked at me behind the counter, like basically shrugged her shoulders. And I just walked out. I was like, okay, thanks. Like, not going to give me the location of where they might have one in another store. No, guess not. So then my mom went and looked at, I think, 2 more places, couldn't find it. And I had pretty much given up all hope. I was like, you know what, I guess I'm just going to have to get it at a convention or something and fucking pay $20 for it and hate myself because I didn't order it before. And so then I was with my dad, and there's like a GameStop by his house. He lives in Wheaton, sort of tucked away in the back corner of like a big strip mall area. And so I was like, can we stop there? And he's like, sure. So we walk in, and I'm looking at the big pop display. They had a huge pop display, like ones that I hadn't seen before there too.
Really?
So I might have to peep that out again at some point in my life.
I'm coming with.
All right, bet. And I like see out of the corner of my eye that there's a display for just Star Wars ones from the new movie, like from Rise of Skywalker. So I walk over there and I look, and I see one of the pop that I want. There's just one, and I pick it up immediately, and I'm like, I did it.
Done.
I did it.
I've accomplished everything.
And then I use my $5 GameStop points, so what normally would have been a $12.99 pop was then like a six or something.
What a come up.
Yeah, right? Isn't that awesome?
That's amazing.
And then I remember when I got home that night, and I put it on like the shelf, and I was like, man, that's awesome. Like, I feel so accomplished right now from that.
All right, so back to my favorite Harry Potter pop. I've narrowed it down to 2. I'm going to pick my first one as Nearly Headless Nick.
Oh, yeah.
So he's one of the ghosts in Harry Potter, and I really like this one because it's pretty unique. The actual head of the pop is only on by like a piece of plastic.
Yeah.
Like it's like leaning off, and I like it because it's so different.
That one's cool.
There's a version of it too where there's like blood coming out of his neck.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is it like a chase or just like an exclusive to somewhere else?
I think it's an exclusive.
Okay.
I haven't looked into it much. I have another ghost that with the blood. It's called the Bloody Baron, but that one I think all the common ones had it. But so that's my favorite because it's different and it's kind of fun and cute, and it's like the ghost color is like the see-through blue.
Yeah.
So I really like that. And then my other one is Lucius Malfoy, so Draco's dad, and he's got like the really badass silver Death Eater mask.
That one's sweet.
Yeah, that one is awesome. Also valuable, but that's just a plus. But
that one is really
so
cool.
Yeah, definitely.
I think I don't have a lot of Harry Potter pops. I think the I collected a couple from the Fantastic Beasts movie, the first one anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And my favorite one was one of the beasts from there is called a Demiguise.
Yep.
And and he's just so cute looking. Like throughout
The
the whole
hairy
movie,
one?
you don't really see him too much because his powers that he can go invisible. But I remember seeing that in a store and like buying it immediately because I was like, I've never seen this before. I didn't see it when it got released. Like that's so cool. It's not on the back of the box where they show the whole collection. Like
Yeah.
I had to have that one. And not to mention that he's just adorable. He looks like a little monkey.
Yeah, he is cute. I also the invisible reminded me. I have one from the Lord of the Rings where it's Gollum, but he's got the ring on, so he's technically invisible.
Yeah.
So it's like just this like very light, almost clear plastic, but you just see like the ring on his finger.
That's
cool.
I think that's a Barnes & Noble exclusive, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that one's cool.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about our favorite place to buy pops.
C2E2, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo!
Heading there next weekend if this gets released this week.
Yeah, we could do that. We could do this one.
So the weekend of February 29th is C2E2, and Chanel got me the gift. My gift for my birthday was to go, like, she got me passes for her and Hannah, which is her fiance, and my girlfriend Olivia to go with us, and then also my mom, but she's not going to be in attendance, so sad.
R.I.P.
She's not dead. My mom's not dead.
Oh. I didn't mean it like that. My bad.
So I remember the first year we went. Who went with us? There was a big group of people. Like,
yeah, it was Tony, Mari, Ray. I don't know if Ray was with his girlfriend yet.
I think it was. He brought his brother though.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he brought his brother.
And I feel like Megan and Dan were there too.
Probably. Actually, yeah, I think they were.
Yeah, because they bought like an Adventure Time game that we were playing while we were eating lunch.
Yep.
So these people that we all just named are a couple of Chanel and mine, like, mutual friends. I sort of met them through Chanel. She knew them first. And then
Love you guys.
I met them through her. So
Love
we were all
you.
there with them the first year we went, which was 2 years ago. Well, 3 years ago now.
3, yeah. Wow, this is our fourth?
This is our third.
Third. Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that you... oh, no, it's because we went to the Ace Comic Con, too.
Yeah.
Okay, so C2E2, Chicago Comic and Entertainment Expo.
Wow, I actually didn't know that that's what it stood for.
Oh, really?
I feel dumb. I was
you
what
learned
does
something.
C2E2 stand for? I don't know.
Yep, Chicago Comic and Entertainment Expo.
That's neat.
Yeah. So we kind of made a tradition out of it, and me and Carl and Carl's girlfriend and my fiance, we go every year, and then we started going to we're going to start going to new...
Yeah. I was actually going to bring this up to you. I'd like to go to the Anime Midwest that's in July.
Down.
I don't think it's all anime, but I think it's like a lot of like Funko sellers are there too, so
I'm in. You know I'm in.
I know you are.
I'm always in.
I know.
Just count me in for any adventure.
Yeah, for real.
Any listeners, you want to go on an adventure, call me.
Yeah.
Hit
us up on the Facebook or the Instagram.
We'll come hang out.
For real. And it's not weird.
Also, if you want to be on this podcast,
yeah,
let us know. We are welcoming guests. If you have a topic that you're passionate about, let's talk about it. Let's talk about everything.
I love having guests. Like when we did the episodes with Cameron, that was awesome.
Yeah. I think so. Cameron asked, we're going on a little tangent here, but Cameron asked if we'd be open to a segment with him where he just comes maybe once a month, once every 2 months, and we just have episodes with him.
That would be cool.
He loves it so much.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. It's good to have like regular guests like that where we can talk about sort of things that we don't know a lot about and get into
we
it.
learn.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So if you're listening, let us know. Do you like Cameron enough? We keeping him? You want to hear from Cameron once a month?
Exactly. So then to return to Comic-Con, that's where I've gotten a lot of my more exclusive pops. I know you have too.
Oh yeah.
I remember. I think last year I got Spirit Spider, which is a character from the new Spider-Man video game. It was new at the time. It was a Walgreens exclusive. There was a regular one and a glow-in-the-dark version, and I was able to get my hands on the glow-in-the-dark version at C2E2. And
you were so pumped about that one.
Yeah, because I couldn't find it at Walgreens, and glow-in-the-dark is already, like, that's cool too. It's so... words can't explain it. I know I keep saying that, but it's... Like we're doing this episode and I've literally had like a shit-eating grin on my face like the whole time.
Yeah, it's so much
I mean?
fun. Yeah. C2E2 is like there's just all these different vendors and a lot of them. Funko Pops are so popular right now.
We picked the right time to start collecting. Actually, we were just talking about this a couple like maybe last week or something.
Last week, yeah.
I was texting Chanel and I was like, listen, we picked the perfect time to start collecting because right now is when they're rolling out like a bunch of new cool ones.
It's just
because
booming.
like 4 or 5 years ago, I feel like they were kind of in a lull because it was a lot of just straight like Marvel, like a lot of fandoms were taking sort of a hiatus at the time.
Yeah.
It was mostly like not a lot of like really cool ones, but right now like they're booming. They're going off.
They're going like deep into comics,
Yeah,
which
and
I'm
here
loving.
for it.
I'm loving it. Yeah, right
Always
there.
you and me, right, with the same brain.
Hell yeah. So C2E2 is coming up this Saturday. This Saturday. Wow, I'm pumped. So our thought was possibly if we can figure out how, doing a live podcast
I
there.
would be totally into that. I'm also going to be cosplaying.
Yes, I'm so excited
So
to see
I'm going
that.
to be going as Obi-Wan Kenobi. Costume's almost done. I've never cosplayed before, like at a convention.
We will take pictures.
Yeah, we'll definitely post them on the Facebook and Instagram and stuff. And I'm really pumped. Like whenever I try the costume on, like I just get so happy.
That's so exciting. I'm really excited for you because it's going to be a whole new experience.
It really is. It's going to be totally different. I don't know how I'm going to handle pop purchasing while in full cosplay garb.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just going to have to like really sugarcoat Olivia to do me some favors. Not in that way.
To do me
Some
as
favors.
well.
Get out of here. God.
Oh my gosh.
I wanna sort of end off with one of the funniest stories of me collecting Funkos ever, and Chanel actually knows the story because she was there for the tail end of it. So I would say it was my first year collecting Funkos. Like maybe I had been collecting for 5 or 6 months, and we were in Orland Park, and we were at a Bed Bath & Beyond, and they were having a super sale on Pops.
Yes!
So Pops were normally, like I said, $10, but here they had slashed the price, so they were $5, and I was like, that's already a steal. But then they had slashed it again, so each pop was $2.50.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, son, let me just get all these. So
just
I got
take
like
all of them.
So I think I had gotten like 6 or 7 because they were a lot of like really cool X-Men ones that I liked a lot. And I walked up to the counter with the lady, and she's like, "No, wow, these are cool." And immediately, because at the time I was so embarrassed to tell people about it because I thought I was like such a loser and nerd for like collecting these, I was like,
wrong. Well,
I know,
maybe right,
wrong
but
now.
who the hell cares?
Wrong now, but like I'll tell people all about it. I'm like, yeah, I collect Funko Pops. Cool. You want to see a picture? I'll show you. I don't even care, bro.
Dope.
And she goes, these are cool, and just totally unprecedented from me, like so unnecessary. I could have just been like cool and then paid and then been done with it. I go, oh yeah, they're for my brother Paul. And she's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, you know, my brother Paul, he lives downtown. He just turned 21 actually, like a couple months ago. Really cool, right? Don't have a, and I'm like, yeah, he's got them lined in the walls of his apartment. Isn't that neat? Like, that's really cool. Isn't that really cool? Totally all lies. Like, I just totally.
He doesn't have a
I
brother.
don't have a brother. I don't have any.
Unnecessary.
Like, just totally unnecessary in the lie department. And then the worst part was I was like, I'm never going to see this lady again. It doesn't matter. I don't care. Whatever. Chanel and Hannah meet me and my mom in Orland. And I was like, hey, Pops, $2.50 each at Bed Bath & Beyond.
And we went back.
And I was with her. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I was like, yeah, more for my brother Paul. Because what are the odds? The same lady checked us out again. I was like, I just don't understand.
Like, why even
I didn't
go
have
there?
to lie. It was so unnecessary.
Oh my goodness. Like, these are for my turtle's pet.
Like, what the hell?
Why?
My mom always used to tell me that I had fake imaginary brothers when I was little, and she would always, I don't know why, she like whenever I would do something, she'd be like, oh yeah, did George do it? And I didn't realize this until she told me a couple years ago. They were always named after the Beatles.
Parenting done right.
George, she always would call them George or John or Paul, and I was like, oh, that's, and I didn't really, like, I'd never put the pieces together when I was a child.
You're like, yeah, my brother Ringo. Totally didn't get it at the time.
So I just thought that was a really funny story to share with everyone because, like, why did I do that? I don't know.
No one knows.
And then one other place that I would like to go, actually, Chanel lives in a...
Why? Okay,
we've
dumb hung out like
bro.
every weekend and for the last month.
And to boot, like, you live like 5 minutes away from this place.
Why don't we go? Okay, yeah, there's a huge pop store that's got like the best ratings I've ever seen for a pop store, and we just haven't gone. Like, why?
It's like Kokomo but better because not fucking
cannibals,
weirdness anyway. And Chanel literally lives so close to it, and we've just never decided to venture there.
We don't know where Chanel lives. Never mind. I live so far from it. Don't find me.
Chanel lives at
all right, Carl's off the podcast. This is mine now.
Just plugging your address real quick. Hey, if anybody is listening and wants to stop by and do feature with us, just come on down.
Okay. Well, maybe I won't be home. My roommates can deal with it.
Maybe I'm moving.
All right, well, that is our freaking passion. We love collecting
Funkos.
Toys because we are grown-ass adults, and there's no shame except for when they're for Paul.
And if you want me to, I'm so down to share my whole collection. I
Absolutely.
can send a video to Chanel. She can post it on the
stuff,
Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. I can post the pictures. I can send her pictures of the ones I'm talking about, or we can get them offline and be like, look, this is what we were referencing in this part. What I mean?
we'll post the pictures of our favorites and some of the ones we talked about, and then we'll show how big our freaking collections are.
Exactly.
And
definitely stay tuned for C2E2. Might try to figure out maybe like a live podcast there. We might do something in that
I hope so. We should research that.
Yeah. And then also for some pictures just of us at C2E2, me in my Obi-Wan costume, all that good stuff. So
yeah, so start following our Instagram page,
Facebook,
Twitter. It's rated E for everything, or for Twitter it's rated E pod, as in podcast, rated E pod.
Send us an Apple review. Check
Facebook
us out on
review.
Spotify.
Email me if you have ideas for an episode you want to hear.
Email Chanel if you know where her house is. Just good stuff.
Email me if you want to hang out. I'm looking for friends out here.
Out where?
But let me know if you want to be on the show. Let me know if you have some stories that you don't want to talk about, but you want the world to hear. We can do listener stories. Let's get this thing going. Let's do everything.
This was Rated E for Everything. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Bye.